my name is Kevin Jackwitz. This is the Kaged match, and this is going to be a look at WWE Raw for 10/28/19. Still catching up. Thankfully, at least I'm into this week. So you start out with Paige coming out. She's introducing Asuka and Kairi Sane. I refuse to call them their stupid tag team name. It's so ridiculous. So Asuka and Kairi Sane have gone heel. Paige has been gone for a while. She introduces him. They walk to the ring. She starts cutting a promo. Asuka grabs the mic out of Paige's hand, then gives it back to her after saying something in Japanese. Repeat with Kairi Sane. Asuka spits some green mist into Paige's face. Clearly there's a breakup there. Becky Lynch comes down and really takes out both Asuka and Kairi Sane. Makes both of them look incredibly weak. It turns into a match versus Kairi Sane. So Becky Lynch versus Kairi Sane. And it was actually a really good match. There was some really good spots, honestly. Very good way to kick off Raw. You had the breakup. That was interesting. You had a good match between Lynch and Sane. Unfortunately, again, you made Sane and Asuka look just weak. Becky Lynch gets the win with the disarmer, of course. And yeah, that was it. So after that, you get an in-ring interview with R-Truth. Talking about a match with Buddy Murphy coming up, and R-Truth is really great at making jokes and being funny, and talking about how Murphy ain't his buddy and stuff like that, and talking about the 24/7 championship. Buddy Murphy comes out, says R-Truth is going to be way too distracted with the 24/7 title, and he's going to lose, which is essentially what happens. R-Truth versus Buddy Murphy. A bunch of guys come out with the Singh brothers. One of the Singh brothers has a 24/7 belt. And so yeah, it distracts Truth, and Murphy capitalizes and gets the win. After that, you have the Street Profits. They're in the ring, they're cutting a promo, and then they just leave through the crowd. I don't know what sense any of that made, but whatever. Then you get Ricochet with Hulk Hogan versus Drew McIntyre. And of course, McIntyre's got Flair. And this was, it was a good match. I think that Drew McIntyre has been able to put on some really good matches with some of these high flyers because he's so big and athletic, and he just makes everything look good. And Ricochet, clearly just ridiculously good performer in the ring. The guy is really amazing. So really the gist of this match came down to Ricochet was kind of getting the upper hand at the end. Randy Orton runs in the ring, hits the RKO. So technically, Ricochet gets the DQ win, and that's where it was at. They had one good spot where McIntyre gets in Hogan's face. Other than that, pretty standard. Then you get backstage. OC and AJ Styles is talking about Humberto Carrillo, how he had a really good match with Seth Rollins last week. And it all ends up just leading to a match with AJ Styles versus Humberto Carrillo. After that, you get Viking Raiders with two local guys dressed up in Chicago Cubs outfits. And so it's Raiders versus the Chicago Cubs. Raiders just dominated. It was stupid. Sin Cara and Catalina have an interview that leads into a match with Sin Cara with Catalina versus Andrade with Zelina Vega. So he's trying to even the odds because Zelina Vega keeps trying to get involved in matches. Makes sense. At one point, Zelina Vega tries to do her little Hurricane Rana off the apron to Catalina. Catalina just grabs her and slams her into the barricade, so that was cool. But while that was happening, it distracted Sin Cara. Andrade gets the roll-up win. After that, you get Charlotte Flair and Natalya versus the Iconics. Why? I don't know. None of that made sense to me. I'm not a big fan of the Iconics in any way, shape, or form. So most of this match, I was just like, all right, whatever. And that's kind of what it was to me. At the end of the day, Charlotte Flair and Natalya get the win. At least that happened, thank God. So moving on, backstage, Seth Rollins interview. Talking about everything going on with Bray Wyatt, how it's made him go to the next level, and how he's going to have to use that to beat Eric Rowan, who is in a match with him next. So it's Rollins versus Rowan, and I think this was Falls Count Anywhere. And it was decent. They had some good spots. They went through the crowd. They went into the concession area where Eric put Rollins through a table. So they had some decent spots throughout the match. At the end of the day, Rollins got the win. There you go. AJ Styles versus Humberto Carrillo. Really good match. Definitely impressed with the athleticism of Carrillo. The guy, he's pretty talented and incredibly agile. So I'll be keeping my eye on him. And AJ Styles, of course, one of the best, period. Can have a good match with just about anybody. So, yeah, it was a good match. At the end of the day, AJ Styles does get the win, of course. And there you go. Leads into the end of the show, which is Rusev and Lana. They're having a little bit of a back and forth. Lana accuses Rusev of cheating on her. And basically says that was, from what Bobby Lashley said. So, Rusev, this whole storyline doesn't work for me. I tried to give it a chance. I was waiting to see what they would do with it. At this point, I just don't care. So that's just kind of where I'm at. It was a failed ending, in my opinion. Just wasn't interested, and they built the show off of the ending, and I don't think that it worked. So Bobby Lashley comes out. Rusev and Bobby Lashley have a scuffle. Lana grabs a kendo stick, hits Rusev. Bobby Lashley goes low on Rusev, hits him with whatever he hits him with, and then Lana and Bobby Lashley are kissing, standing over Rusev, and that was where they cut the show. To be honest, I don't care. Now, that doesn't really take away from a lot of the cool stuff they did do during the show. I like the opening, and the first match was really good, I thought. Humberto versus AJ was good. Viking Raiders and Chicago Cubs, that could have gone somewhere. But Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, I liked. Sin Cara Andrade, although I'm not completely invested in the matches, they're good. They're definitely not bad. Andrade, incredibly talented, and quite frankly, so is Sin Cara. So, not bad. So if I had to wrap this all in a bundle here, definitely some things I didn't like it, but I feel like this was a little bit better than it has been lately, because lately it's been atrocious. So I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10, and maybe that's being extra nice, but whatever. So it's just slightly above average for me. 6 out of 10, entertained. They got a lot to work on though. That's where I'm at. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackowitz, Kaged Nation, out.